McClunky! Welcome, everybody, to Moon Knight, welcome. Episode 5 discussion with just me and Connor right now.
Yep. See, just like that last episode, we too lost somebody off of... We lost two people off of a boat.
Our personalities are gone. What are we going to do?
Yeah.
Which one was mine and which one was yours? I assume Richard was mine because me and Richard are, like, clashing almost.
Yeah, that would make sense.
I'd also like to say thank you for the follow, Bards of New York and McConnor. You guys followed like 45 minutes before the stream started. I don't know where that came from, but thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
Really appreciate it. We're getting that much closer to... Actually, where are we? I think we're... How do I check that?
I am not
89
sure.
followers. We're at 89 followers right now, so we literally are 11 away from 100. That's fucking awesome.
Oh, hell yeah.
Let's go, folks. Thank you guys so much. Welcome, Tess, McBye, Kaz. Thank you for the McClunkies. And yeah, so which AJ is probably going to show up. We don't know about Richard right now, but AJ will show up midway, probably through the episode, and we'll get his thoughts then. But first, we'll go to Connor. What did you think, man?
I loved it. I thought it was pretty darn great, honestly. Like it was intense. Also, like I gotta say, like I know that you said this after I texted you yesterday, but it was deep. Like that one really like cut. Like when there's like realistic stuff in TV shows that just hurt, like it's brutal, man. Like goddamn.
Yeah, like honestly, like this is probably, I don't know, maybe if I'm being bold when I say that, but it might have been the deepest and darkest that the MCU has gone, I'd say, yet.
Say like on a it's almost like the Dolores Umbridge Voldemort theory, where it's like Voldemort's the main villain, but Dolores is like the most Umbridge is like the most like realistic villain, and that's what makes her even scarier.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Like just the
that's
fact
kind of how I felt like about like this. Like it's just like, damn, there's people out there that like have that kind of shit.
Well, and just in the background of this MCU world, there's like a kid in a cave who's lost his brother. Like, yeah, you know what I mean? Just like that small scale thing.
And then his mother becomes like insane and abusive.
Literally becomes a terrifying monster, practically. Yeah,
it's like BoJack Horseman season 3. I think it was season 3.
I was like, literally thinking that, Connor. I was watching it and going like, this is giving me like mad like BoJack flashback episodes to like her to the mom's backstory. Yeah, it was insane.
Ugh. It was just like, ugh.
I want to ask you something right away, Connor, because I don't know if this was intentional, and I don't know if I'm just picking up something that's not there. Do you think we saw Jake this episode?
I'm gonna be honest. I mean, I said this. I'm pretty sure I said this last episode. If not, I'll say it again. I don't think Jake's gonna be a thing. I don't think we saw him at all. I thought Jake was gonna be the
bad guy.
I thought he was gonna be like the younger kid.
Oh,
but. I don't know.
I think that we did see Jake this episode.
Where?
So, okay, at the very beginning when he gets shot in the neck with the whatever, the sleeper shit or whatever they put into you.
Yeah.
That character that is talking like Oscar Isaac, I think that is Jake in that moment. Because the way that he talks and what he says and what he goes to do is way darker and way more like intimidating kind of than Mark or anything that we've seen so far. Like even just in the way that he talks. Like I'm going back to it right now, but like
I would probably have to rewatch it.
He like leans over to Ethan Hawke and pretty much just goes like, "Hey, thank you. I feel great." And like they must be paying you a lot of money in this place. Like he even sounds Brooklynish. Well, that's kind of the vibe that Jake apparently gives off. Is he's like a cabbie from New York or something like that, right?
Really?
And that, to me, like, I when I was watching this with AJ on the night, I brought it up then, and he didn't think it was Jake either, but I don't know, man. To me, that was the first image of Jake that we've seen. I think that was actually him.
Huh.
Because even, like, when he gets injected, that's when we get sent back into the asylum. Into the asylum with Steven and Mark. So I think that was something there. Something happened there.
Possibly. I don't know. I'd have to rewatch that episode again to like voice that opinion, I feel.
Some people online are saying he's been seen at some point every episode. And I believe that entirely, honestly. Like, I think people were bringing up in the first episode that they think that it's Jake that got the date with that girl.
Huh.
You'd have to go and rewatch for any different accents. Yeah, for sure. Like, just any different, like, any indication that Jake has shown up. But, like, I'd be interested to know what the second episode was. Well, I guess maybe it would be, like, whenever it gets really violent. I don't know, because, like, he could show up in the midst of Mark showing up and we wouldn't even really know. So, there is that.
Speaking of actually that side, because jumping a little around here, but like Toei said that you can't go back to your body because it's shot. So like it would just be going back to a body with a bullet in it. So I'm like, how is he actually going to get back then? Is he going to go into a different body? That's what I thought he was going to do, and he was going to go into like Jake or something.
See, you're bringing up actually with that brings up a nice little thing into this for me, where it's like, that's my only problem with the show so far, I think, is the fact that I'm genuinely worried that we don't have enough time to wrap any of this shit up. Like, you know, like next episode, like
maybe
maybe they've said, it's insane to me how they've been so cemented on this being like a one-off show, and I don't think that that's good. I think this is a show that could be going for a long time. I don't think that this is a character that should just be relegated to a side character in a movie later. Like, he's got enough going on that he's worth exploring, I think.
Yeah, pose.
Will we see Moon Knight and Mom? Oh, Multiverse of Madness.
Oh,
I was like, what is Mom?
A DC character. Oh wait, no, that's Granny. I'm an idiot. No, disregard.
Next. No. Take that out. Kaz, what the hell are you doing here?
I saw you got space missing, so I thought I'd fill in. Hello, guys. It's me, AJ.
Just like, he's out. He's out of here. Oh, god damn it.
You can't silence me.
I will. I can actually deafen you. That's...
No, please. So anyone hear about that Moon Knight episode last night?
What did you think of Moon Knight, Kaz? What did you think?
I thought it was awful, actually. I didn't like how like that character did that one thing, you know, like midway through.
I completely agree.
Did you at least like the John Wick reference?
There was a John Wick reference?
No, I'm just bullshitting.
Oh, damn it.
I believe the.
I totally would have believed that. I'm not gonna lie. I would have thought. I was like, was there a pencil scene? Did I miss something?
What? That's a pencil scene is a reference to the hit movie The Dark Knight.
Oh, I see where you're going with that.
See? But no,
Kaz, weren't you going to go to bed?
I was, but then like I saw you guys were alone, so now's my chance.
We'll
gonna
go to
steal
bed.
this McClunky business.
No! And I can't believe they ate all those spiders. Yeah, that was nasty when they did that in this episode.
Bye, everyone.
See you, Kaz.
So good.
What did you think of Taro? I can't even say that character's name. Taware.
Hey,
there he is. AJ. Perfect.
Are you streaming? Are you live?
Yeah, we're live right now.
Okay.
I really liked her. I thought she was great. Like A+. Like I thought she was like just adorbs, honestly.
Yeah, I definitely think they're gonna have a pop of this character announced like immediately.
Yeah, that's she wants one.
But like I thought that she was really fun. It is just one of those things, though, admittedly, where they have all these characters that are spunky and fun, but then they're contrasted with the rest of the Egyptian gods, apparently, who are just like the strictest assholes. I loved it though. I thought it was awesome.
It was good.
I was worried at first.
I hate hippos.
The first
I want her
shot,
dead.
The first shot when she came out of the doorway, I thought the CGI looked a little iffy, but I think it was just the tilt shift or something happening, like where it was like the focus.
Really, I love the CGI.
The CGI was great.
Beautiful.
It was great, but like at the very first shot, I think if you go back and look at it, you'd know exactly what I mean. It just
I noticed it too. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and then it got better, like it synced in or something. It was just weird. But now that you're here, AJ, what did you think of the episode?
I thought overall it was pretty good. I liked it.
We've already brought up pretty much, we're just at where Taweret shows up at this point, but I brought up how I think Jake showed up this episode. If you'd like to weigh in on that.
Because like he goes into a completely different. A lot of people on like TikTok and all that are also saying that like like he goes into a completely different accent and like facial structure, like facial features and everything.
Yeah, I think that was Jake. I think that was our secret, not I guess first,
because he like has like a
Jake,
Brooklyn accent almost. Like
he's like, you must be getting paid a lot of money for this. I was like, that is not Mark.
It's very nice.
Oh my god, I can't wait to see him as Raphael in the hit movie Ninja Turtles.
You say that, Oscar Isaac would probably kill it as Raphael. You know what I mean?
Kill it, dude.
He would do it. Actually, he could probably play all the turtles for what we're seeing in the show. He could do a really good. I would love to see him as Mikey. That would be the best Oscar Isaac performance. Pizza.
You want some pizza, man?
And I thought the insurance people were pushy. That's the best line. I was like 5 years old when I saw that. I knew that was the funniest line of that movie. Like, I didn't know what insurance people were, but I knew it was funny.
You know what? Speaking of, like, side note, we should do a review on Ninja Turtles. I fucking love that movie.
Like the actual 90s Ninja Turtles?
Yes!
Sure, I mean, like, we can go back and rewatch it. We should just do a commentary track. Who cares?
Yeah! Let's do it.
On the Ninja Torts.
I'd say that is probably one of my top 20 favorite movies of all time.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever
first
heard
live action one?
Yeah.
You never said that before, Connor.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard you talk nicely. Not nicely, but you've never been like hype about the Ninja Turtles before that.
Believe me, he talks nonstop about fucking Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, but he talks about the 2003 Ninja Turtles.
Oh, no, he talks about all
of
Ninja
them.
Turtles.
Okay, I've always said this, side note, we're getting off topic, but I have to say it. I've always said that Ninja Turtles and Transformers are those two things that, like, I was always half into. Like, I'll get into them and then I'll, like, take a break and I'll get into them again. And it's probably a good thing because I feel like if I was gung-ho about both of them, I would have so much merch of one of those two shows.
That's always been my big problem with being into things. It's like, I just am going to get too much merch of anything.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Anyway, moving on. Because I can talk about Ninja Turtles all day.
Is Richard not here?
Richard, I was trying to get in contact with him. Unfortunately, I'm not getting responses, but he might show up midway through. We don't know. Richard.
What a dick.
Okay, but now it's going to be like an unfortunate situation. We're going to be like, sorry, but last week...
Yeah, my grandma died.
Sorry. But yeah, so then we get pretty much... They go to... What was the realm they called it exactly again?
The Duat?
The Duat, is that what it was? Yeah. So
the Sands of the Duat.
I loved, like, I also just love the mention that in the MCU, like, there are many different realms of death. I think that's a beautiful way to kind of wiggle around.
Or how they're friends with like Black Panther.
Yeah, they
like,
got a fucking ancestral fucking planes mention. Thank you. Hell yeah. I will say that maybe I'm wrong about that character being a Wakandan, but I was satisfied that I got at least one Wakanda reference in this episode. But yeah, I thought it was like visually super gorgeous place. Like that was like a highlight for me of the show. Like that, I could see so many shots that'd be on a poster or something like that for the show itself. And just like that, the idea, like this is kind of like the first foray into horror, truly, I'd say, for the MCU, because like. It's not like scary, but the fact that there are these like sand zombies practically like
or just regular zombies when they're in the room. They're setting up for the zombie part in Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah, hardcore.
There's also there's also those mummies that we saw.
Yeah, in the last episode. Yeah, like that was like this.
Just before that, wasn't it?
Was it? No, it was last episode.
Damn.
Yeah, I know. This show moves. Like we're rolling.
They like to move it.
Yeah, it's definitely like, it makes me excited for Multiverse of Madness in a way because they've been always hyping that up as like the horror movie of the MCU. I think it won't be like
it's not even scary.
It's probably not gonna be is the thing, but like it's gonna be at least a little. It's gonna be this, I think, at most. So I'm excited for that.
Like, I'd say that like what if Marvel Zombies was a scary concept, like absolutely terrifying in like a concept, yeah, but not really scary.
Yeah, well, I mean, because the scariness came from more of the fact that, like, in the comic that they showed so much of it. Just that they were like, look at how brutal these superheroes can be as horrifying monsters like this. But that's a topic for when Multiverse of Madness comes out and we do a talk on that or something.
Yeah.
Which, that's crazy. I side tangent again. That's coming out, like, next week, eh?
Is it really?
It's coming out next Thursday. It's
oh
coming
my god, yeah, holy shit. fuck, we gotta watch the first Doctor Strange.
Oh,
You haven't seen
God.
Doctor Strange, bro?
No, I have. Test hasn't.
Okay.
I think me and Connor didn't we go to see that together?
Yeah. Remember, I had a panic attack because of the car accident, and like,
Right, yeah, that was honestly that jump scared the shit out of me, dude. I knew it was coming and it still got me.
You had a panic attack?
Oh yeah, it's because I was when I was younger. I was in a
Oh
car
my
accident.
gosh.
It gave me like
Sorry.
PTSD. But like,
I hate
it's
Doctor
like-
Strange, guys.
that
Yeah,
was
I mean,
great.
to be fair, Tess, I will totally extend that movie was kind of very meh. Like, Doctor Strange was like a missable movie for me.
It was mid.
which sucks because it's like the
Mid,
character
yeah.
was great, but like, eh.
I think the second one could bring it back, honestly, because like the first one, any of these origin movies, especially for a Doctor Strange, like you're not gonna get the cool movie in the first one for that. Like,
Yeah.
so it's a built-on character.
They might Thor it. They might.
might.
He's just amazing. You know?
I think that like he's definitely a character that I've really liked in other things. You know, like when he was in Thor, I thought that was my favorite appearance of his so far.
I liked it in the comics where Hulk crushed his hands.
Jesus.
Jesus Christ!
So
I didn't
it
know
in
that
the
was
World-
a thing.
It was in the World War arc, World War Hulk arc, where like he was trying to take over the world pretty much because
Yeah.
like he was pissed off at everyone. So then Doctor Strange came in, so Hulk was just like "fuck you" and crushes his hands. They can't do magic.
Jesus. I'd love to see something like that happen, but I don't know if that.
Right?
I don't know if they're gonna have the balls to do something like that. Is the thing.
He also gets so angry that he almost sinks the entire eastern seaboard.
Do you,
Damn,
do
Austin
you
Zink
think
be
they're
tripping.
actually the side tangent?
Eastern coast.
Are we gonna get a World War Hulk ever in this? You think?
Probably not.
You don't?
He's
think-
kind of
Well,
he's kind of a
technically-
weenie.
technically Ragnarok is World War Hulk.
I guess you're right. Technically, Ragnarok was that was pre.
That was
That was
Planet
Hulk.
That was the Planet Hulk.
Yeah.
That's the pre-World War Hulk. But like, yeah, like if they were, they did it wrong because now he's just a kind of fucking weenie right now.
I think that they'd have to fuck him up again. Like they'd have to do
Yeah.
something where like Hulk got jacked and it was like you're uncontrollable. Oh shit! And now we gotta
Yeah.
fight you, dude.
the first Hulk movie or the second Hulk movie. in
Forget
the
about that
MCU.
first one though, because that first Hulk movie. Well, there is a Hulk movie in the MCU, so I mean,
We're getting off topic. We gotta talk about Moon Knight.
Moon Knight,
Let's
right,
talk about
Moon Knight.
Hulk.
sorry, we need an MCU podcast in general at this point. Like we have too many thoughts to talk about at this point.
Yeah.
So then he goes to the Duat. I honestly forget what happens, and I'm doing stuff at the same time. So you guys talk. I'll add my 2 cents in.
Well, that was when they were pretty much doing the scaling of their hearts and stuff like that. I thought that the problem with that was going to be that they
Was
didn't
that
have
the
Jake's,
Jake?
they didn't have
Exactly.
Jake's heart. Yeah,
That's
but-
what everyone thought. But
Yeah.
like everyone's like, they need Jake's heart. But then the fucking director was like, Steven needs to die.
yeah. Holy shit, dude, that was a.
Yeah, that was ballsy.
And then pretty much like so, Tara pretty much just tells them like you gotta go and balance your scales, dude, because otherwise you're fucked and you're gonna stay in this sand place for all eternity.
Which is just go into the exposition dump of why you're so fucked up.
Yeah. Well, and of exposition dumps, man, like this episode, I would say this is probably my favorite episode so far of the series. Like this is just,
I like it.
it was so like.
I think
deep
the
and
last
emotional.
episode for me was my favorite, but I like this one too.
Yeah. Like I like just because then they go through like the doorways and they look into the windows of what each other has seen and shit like that. Like, and even like there was that one door that he did remember. He just didn't want to tell Steven that it was like him going to the funeral of his mom or whatever. I thought that was a Jake reference too because I thought Mark didn't know what that was. So,
Yeah,
but like
it was so sad because like Steven, like Mark was there at the funeral, and then Steven like switches out immediately after and doesn't know that his mom just died, so he calls her.
yeah.
That's sad,
Fuck.
man.
Well, that's also kind of like sort of question I have about this though, about how their split personality works. It might have been shown, I missed it, but when
Does Steven have a different mom?
when the mom like came in to like beat up Mark or whatever, like did he switch back to Mark and I missed it somewhere there, or was he?
They just didn't show it.
Okay, because I was like, well, wait a minute, Steven, your mom's an asshole. Like,
Also, like,
Yeah, like Steven.
Also, like, can we talk about like the Khonshu thing? Like, by the way, like how Steven was like blatantly like, "Wow, Khonshu like legitimately just fucking used you, eh?"
and
It's
I
like-
don't know how I felt about that. Honestly, I didn't really interpret it in
I didn't either. I was like, he's saving him in a way. I was like, I don't get it.
Like, yes,
I
he's
was like,
using
really?
him for like his
His own
shit.
thing.
Yeah, but like, I mean, he is saving him admittedly. So I don't know.
See, and I want to know more about, like, I thought we were going to get more Arthur Harrow. Like, are we going to see, like, what that was like? Because, like,
Man, that
we don't know nothing
mustache,
about this
though.
guy except for the fact that he, like, was the Moon Knight at one point. We don't know how they separated. We don't know why he became who he is. Like, it's weird.
That's why, like, I'm so worried about, like, the next episode. That's it. That's my whole worry about the show.
It's just 5 minutes of being like, and it's over, bye.
Like, because I know I had the theory about, like, Amit being, like, the CGI boss monster. I actually don't think that's going to happen anymore, just based on the fact that, like...
I don't think they give a shit about Amit anymore.
Like, it's weird. Like, I don't understand.
I think they're gonna go back, and then, like, he's gonna be like, oh, now all three of us are together as one person, and they're super strong, and they're coordinated in their mental ability.
Actually, okay, wait, so bringing up the Amit thing, though, because it is kind of going to have to go back to that at one point, because we see the plan working, don't we? The episode, like, don't we see, like, a bunch of souls being plummeted down
yeah.
into the... So I guess she's free.
I guess it's already happening.
Okay, like, I just fucking... That clicked for me just now, pretty much, I'm not going to lie. Like... Yeah, like, because, like, the episode ends... We're going to jump around a lot with this episode, because this is a weird one.
Honestly, it kind of blends together. I couldn't tell you when it started or when it stopped.
When he, like... when his scales are balanced at the end, and he just gets yeeted into, like, the reeds or whatever the place is called, like, the good place.
I also like how they froze him, by the way. I thought he was going to biff it. Like, he was going to, like, run and he was going to actually jump on the boat, and they're like, no.
No, he got Sandmaned.
Also, like, you can just conjure up fucking Steven whenever he wants. Just get into it. What I actually thought, I was like, I bet you what the next episode is going to be is, like, he's going to lose Layla, and then Steven's going to come out again.
No way.
You're like, what the fuck?
Well, how is he even going to get back in the first place? You know what I mean? Like, holy crap.
I think Steven's dead and never coming back.
The whole time.
That's actually been a thing. Not Mephisto, sorry, but, like, Steven being dead, you say that. I am worried that this show is literally just going to end with Moon Knight dying and being like, it's gone, it's dead. It's like, it's not a thing that's going to show up.
This is the only thing you get is Moon Knight, no more.
I'd be like, well, that's a little bit of a disappointment then. Like, what the hell? He showed up and he apparently was in the universe kicking ass, but we never saw it. I think he's got to make it out somehow, of course. And I think Steven is going to have to come back and, I don't know, like, somehow they're going to figure it out. They're going to time stone the shit out of this.
Oscar Isaac refuses to join another franchise long term. Lol.
Yeah, honestly, like, because after his talks about Star Wars, I was so shocked to hear that he was cast as Moon Knight in the first place. Like, I just was like, I thought you were going to distance yourself a little bit from, like, any kind of Disney franchise thing.
Also, now that he's been here, it's really apparent that they did him so dirty in Star Wars, like, and really bad.
The one before, I mean, was this before Star Wars? When did X-Men Apocalypse come out?
I think it came out like a year or two before Star Wars.
And yeah, like, that did him dirty hard, because he probably could be a great fucking Apocalypse in theory, but that movie just didn't have it, man. Like,
I mean, I honestly, I haven't even seen the X-Men movies, because X-Men isn't really my thing, but even I can tell you that, like, I don't think they do a lot of things correct in them.
You're gonna love the X-Men when Disney does it or something.
Oh, probably.
They're bringing it in Doctor Strange.
I hope not.
Like, I'll get tickets for that, man.
Like, we were just talking about that, I think, because, yeah. But I'm so worried that is what they're going to do with that movie and bring in Fox X-Men. Like, I know that Patrick Stewart is in it, but I just hope that that's more of like a Spider-Man thing where it's like, we exist, but you're going to have your own X-Men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
hope so.
I hope Hugh Jackman doesn't show up and is like, hey, I don't want to play Wolverine anymore.
Yeah, he's been saying that for years, man. He's like, I'm fucking done. Please kill me off, man.
They did.
But now he's going to come back for some bullshit like this.
They're going to bring us Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool from X-Men Wolverine Origin.
So then, while we're going through the Asylum, we also see the most impactful flashback to me, for sure, is just the fact that, like, he lost his brother in the cave with the flood and stuff. Did you guys see you guys notice the bird bones?
The conchu that he stepped on?
Yeah. Is
Yeah,
that
it's weird.
implying?
Is that like Khonshu always had a hold on him? Yeah, that was odd, right?
Or is that something with the vision of current? You know what I mean? Like, is that some bullshit manifestation on it at this point?
Might be some bullshit manifestation.
It would be interesting to learn. I don't know, because like I wonder how long the periods between Arthur Harrow and Mark were actually.
Right? Also, because like
100 years.
Was it ever said in this that like once you're an avatar that like you don't age or die or anything like that?
I don't know. I just assume that they become like immortal.
Huh.
So Arthur Harrow really could be like 500 years old, and we just won't know.
That's what I think they should. I thought they were setting that up the whole time with that one, with the Alexander the Great thing. Or you brought up, or did someone? I don't know who brought this up, but being Arthur in general, like the king or something like that, like the mythological figure. And
really?
Like I am Arthur, and I was the last dude. Like I was the Moon Knight.
I'm the king.
I think that would have been a cool thing, but I don't think they're going to go in that direction at this point.
Nah, he's just some doctor.
I mean, you got one episode. Like that's the thing, right? We got to. Like, they got
also, like,
50 minutes plus an after-credit scene to do something.
Also, I know that, like, she was... Okay, so I also had a very confusing thought. We know that, like, when they're on the boat, they're like, oh, this is, like, basically, like, limbo. We're taking you to, like, judgment. And you kind of perceive it as different things. So, like, for you guys, since your mind is broken, it's an asylum. Why was Arthur Harrow and the other people in there?
I think that was just his mind bringing.
Was that just his mind creating them?
Yeah, I don't think they were physically there.
Just very odd.
Well, I think it just was that realm, like, bringing the people that
also,
he dealt with.
Can we talk about something that, like, I felt just awful for? I felt awful for Mark's dad. Like, that poor guy.
Yeah.
He's trying to be a good guy.
He seemed like a nice guy. He seemed like a really good dad.
Yeah.
A fine, upstanding citizen.
Like, given the circumstances, like he had to deal with both like his son dying and his wife becoming like a monster to his son. So he had to like balance so many things. So like the fact that he's as cool as he is like.
Well, like the other thing too is like I don't even think he knew that like Mark was probably abused because he was probably out working all the time and probably wasn't there as much.
I mean, like, yeah, no, I mean, like, because I think there's the part where it shows the birthday after the second one where he's like, they're both there. The mom is like right there, and so is he, and she just is berating him the whole time. So I don't know, like, I think
he knows. I for sure think he knows.
That's why when they're looking at each other at the street or whatever, like, and they're even like talking to each other, like, we'll fix this or whatever, like. I think that he's aware. It's just that it's out of his hands to fix something like that.
I think it's pretty interesting, pretty cool that they decided to do like the mom is the abuser instead of the classic dad is the abusing one. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. I think Disney's been on a tirade lately of evil moms and grandmas, right, or something like that.
Yeah, they have.
Represent, man.
Like it's been very odd that's their go-to. You know how like it's like back in the day, like every princess basically had like an animal companion or some kind of companion.
Yeah.
To like, keep them safe. And like
dead mom.
Also dead mom. They're now like switching up and like they're just like, oh, the abusers are someone close to you. Like something like that. You're like,
well, it's more realistic that way, you know?
Yeah, I guess.
Through flashbacks, we also saw the scene where Mark finally where Mark finally kills Layla's dad and is turned into Moon Knight. That shot
he didn't kill Layla's dad.
I mean, I think Jake did theoretically. Yeah, like I'm with AJ.
I think
on that
he
theory.
had something. Well, like he was there to protect his dad, but I think like he feels bad about it because he might have accidentally done it. I don't know.
I do truly. I will
literally just like his partner got greedy and started killing all of them, and he escaped and was like,
"Yeah, but what? His partner is Jake."
I think like I totally no.
Otherwise, they would have brought up his partner. Like I think brought up his partner more.
Yeah, exactly. And it's going to be in the next episode. It's going to be the big revelation of like, oh shit, like this is what he meant, kind of by that in that way. Like, I guess he doesn't know about Jake. I don't know.
Maybe he
I
does.
I don't think there's going to be any Jake. I don't think there's going to be any Jake.
There
at all.
definitely has to be.
They gotta, man.
Connor, I'm
People
sorry,
be
but
so
you're
pissed.
definitely wrong because because they literally showed the sarcophagus. He has to be in the show.
There's sarcophagus. There's
But why did they
him
open it
changing
then?
accent.
They didn't because they know that we know it's Jake.
Because they're both. Because like both of them are like we're not.
That sounds like a
Like,
Mephisto talk.
That is sort of Mephisto-y, I'm not gonna lie, but Blade is gonna open the sarcophagus. Exactly. He'll be like, remember
and it's gonna
me?
be Mephisto on the inside.
Remember me from Eternals after credit scene? The only good part of that movie.
It's going to turn out that
they
actually
had
Khonshu
Harry
is actually Thanos' uncle.
Fucking Star Fox. Or, wait, is that what it was?
It was Star Fox. It's Star Fox.
Okay, I always... That trips me out, dude. I can't believe that's a thing. Star Fox. Jesus Christ. I think at that point, we could have just stopped. But yeah, the shot where he, like, actually activates the Moon Knight powers for the first time and, like, stands up in front of the statue, that was, honestly, like, that was such a hype moment. It's one of the only moments of the show that I actually think that this costume has looked amazing in that way. The Mr. Knight costume, to me, is always better.
Also, we're not sponsored by any means, but Moon Knight is now available in the Fortnite gift shop. Please go grab that if you play Fortnite.
I wish that he was part of the season pass.
I thought you said you're gonna stop playing Fortnite.
No, I say that, and then I can never stop. It's taken over my life.
The only time that it'll stop is when we officially have screwed over our V-Bucks amounts. I'm still good on that. I can officially pay for next season. So we're good.
We're good. I'll stop when they have a shitty season. Also, side note, apparently the next season is going to be Star Wars related. So.
Hey, look at that.
Allegedly. But getting off topic. We're a lot of off topic in this situation. In this
Yeah, it's all good. It is what it is.
It's
a fun vibe.
what it is.
We're mostly talking about Moon Knight, so that's all good.
Don't you mean white Deadpool?
Don't need to bring race into this. What the fuck?
So after going through those like experiences, finally like Steven, I don't know what this is really happening in the mind space that they're in, but he like freaks out and does like the mental thing and snaps back into like the conversation with Ethan Hawke. And I found this to be kind of interesting too, just the fact that like it's almost like Arthur is taking the facade off of being the Doctor for a second, just to be like, oh my god, like Steven, it's you again. You're the only person of these three, quote unquote, that like is at all talk toable. So I'm going to try my best. And even at that point, I just like that they're all on the same page enough that like Steven is now like, no, you suck. I'm done.
I like how he was like, you want to talk? I'll talk to her right now. It's just like, man, that was so sad.
That was sad, dude.
What an
Holy
asshole.
crap. I didn't like that at all. Like that was the moment where I was like, yeah, you're not in a psych ward because they would not do this to you.
Yeah.
Like, this is just a guy being mean. And then Steven learning in the first place that he is not the original. That
was also a mindfuck. I did not see that coming.
Really?
No.
That's interesting because I mean, I guess that's just comic book knowledge, I guess. But like,
wait, what was it? Sorry, say it again.
That Steven, when Steven finds out that he's not the original, right? Like he's not like the body owner.
I saw that coming, man.
Yeah, like
I did not.
I definitely thought that Mark was the body, and that he created Steven as like a coping thing.
Yeah, because like as soon as like Mark was like a couple episodes ago when they're on the boat with Layla, going to like that robe guy, he was like, "Yeah, I had it under control up until recently." That's when I was like, "Mark's the main body," you know. Like even before that, I was like, "Mark's the main body" because like he just regained control, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, and also on that note, you just brought that up again. I totally forgot to talk about this when we were on it before, but that was sort of confirmation against our theory about him being back in the snap or whatever. So
yeah,
but it's still cool that like the thing that activated Steven intensely was the death of his mother. So I did like that.
It was very interesting.
Not as connected as the other theory, but still good. And just like Mark like getting at Steven pretty much because Steven's bitching about being who he is, but it's like realistically, dude, like you were the one that had like the happier life, dude.
Yeah. It was definitely a mind fuck of an episode, that's for sure.
I loved it. I thought this episode was amazing, yeah.
Very great. I also liked how, like, at the end when he's like, wait, if I'm you, that means I'm just as strong as you are. And he starts, like, kicking ass. Also, like, I like how they're, like, sand zombies. But, you know, if you get them down to a pile of sand enough, they just won't come up.
Yeah, they're just done. I thought they were going to keep remaking themselves. I thought that's what was going to keep happening.
I also thought it was going to be more than 3. I thought the whole boat was going to be, like, fucking attacked by, like, an army of them. But it was like,
that's too much for the CGI budget.
Yeah, they spent it all on the fact that they're sailing through the sand dunes.
They spent it all on the hippo.
Yeah, it's true. They spent it all on Amit's crazy boss fight next episode. It's going to be crazy, guys. But yeah, at one point, Mark is getting overwhelmed, and Steven's only way to save him is yeeting himself off the boat as well, apparently.
I mean, he didn't yeet himself, he accidentally yeeted
I mean,
himself.
like, yeah, but, like, I feel like there are ways you can do I'm watching it right now. It's kind of weird looking, but...
Yeah.
It is what it is. Like, that's always just, like, part of, like, making these movies that some things are gonna look a little odd. Pacific Rim monster fight, here we go. Oh, God. Hey, man, if Moon Knight became as big as a building, that'd be pretty funny.
Yeah. Does anybody have some orange slices?
Alright, I got my full attention now. I'm here, guys.
We're right at the end of the episode. Steven, like, is yeeted off. I thought at first it was gonna be like that effect where you actually touch it and you're frozen. I thought that's what they were saying. But he gets up and chases after it. And eventually turns to stone.
I thought he was actually going to disintegrate into sand. But, like, I thought he was actually... At first, I thought he was going to make it back to the boat. Like, he was going to run to the boat, and then, like, something was going to grab him. But then he started turning to sand, and I was like, oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah. I was genuinely, like, whoa at this. Especially by the fact that there's only one episode. Like, how are we going to do this? But
would that balance his scales also? Because, like, technically, he was 2 personalities, and one of them died, so then he's just, like, normal? Did it just like negate everything? Because I thought the whole thing about your skills is supposed to be a good person.
I was shocked that like that's how that worked because yeah, like you're saying, like if anyone would have balanced the scales, I think it would have been Steven, not Mark. Like Mark's thing would be like way out of whack.
You're out of whack.
Though.
But then like it's balanced and he like literally is immediately teleported, gets like the most. Like he looks elated. He's in the
the field of reeds.
Like
I don't know what he's gonna do there. Just walk in the reeds, I guess.
Yeah, like he looks satisfied. So I'm like, what is gonna happen next episode?
Thanos is gonna come in and save the day.
Oh my god! Like something like that is gonna have to happen. I don't know. Like I'm not asking for it in like the way like like I need my Marvel reference.
I need my Thanos.
Like, I'm saying that in the way of, like, something's gotta happen. Because otherwise, what is this? Like, I get that, like, the Disney Plus shows for Marvel haven't always been, like, pushing the narrative forward, I guess. But, I mean, actually, I say that. I think they all have done
I think they've specifically pushed the narrative forward.
Yeah.
I think... all of them so far, except for like maybe
Hawkeye.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
No, I was gonna say Falcon and the Winter Soldier does because of Captain America in theory because
I guess so.
They push that aspect.
But then like I guess then like Hawkeye, but like all the other ones are like we broke open the multiverse.
You kind of don't need to watch Hawkeye.
Really, isn't that bad?
It's not bad. Is the problem?
You just don't need to watch it.
It's 6 episodes long, and it could have been 3 realistically.
It could be 3 is not bad. It's actually
like,
really good.
I will watch it. Like
enjoy it.
Maybe next time you're visiting or something, Sam. Like
it's
you
just
guys
not
go over
really
and we'll just watch it in one go because like
story.
Yeah, there's just nothing going on. Like you're always looking for something, and then when they introduce something that you're like, oh, it kind of gets Cad Baned. So like, I don't know.
Interesting.
What do you think is gonna happen next week, guys? What do you think?
Honestly. I
think Mark is going to have a beautiful time in the field of reeds, and he's never going to want to leave, and that's the end of the story.
To answer your question, Tess, is Hawkeye even going to be in future MCU projects? The aspect that the going forward that show did, the only thing that like kind of like the Captain America thing is they gave us Kate Bishop, so she's going to be Hawkeye going forward, I would say.
But in actuality, I think he's going
Young
to.
Avengers, yes.
I think Jake's going to be like, "Hey, we got to get out of here," and then punches Mark in the face and takes over the body permanently, and then fights all the gods on his way out to get to not to Amit, to Khonshu, and then starts the apocalypse as he has a kaiju battle with Amit.
Yeah, like there's like so many things I'm thinking of, you even though I know you're like joking. The call to nature, you got to shit, man.
It's because Tawe is gonna have a call to nature.
Nice. Fuck, what was I
So wear it.
Shit. What were you just saying?
Kaiju battle. There's a lot of things.
Sorry. With what? I know you were just joking with what you were saying is what's going to happen next week, but it literally brings up a list of things that kind of sort of
literally if all that happens, what I just said.
Jake
like,
bloody stabs the gods on his way out, saying "fuck you, fuck you."
Yeah, it's the first like F-bomb, multiple F-bomb that they drop in the F-bomb and multiple F-bomb that they drop in the MCU. Like if exactly what I just said happens, you guys owe me like $1,000 each.
Oh dear God, that's a lot to ask.
But ask Elon. He's
if Jake Lockley, specifically if Jake Lockley beats up Mark, and then takes over the body permanently, and then fights his way through all the gods to get to Khonshu, and then has a kaiju battle with Amit. If that specifically happens, you both owe me $1,000.
See, because like what you're saying is funny. Because all of that, I'm like, yeah, like it's insane how like there's so much that has to happen next episode. Like he's literally got to get Khonshu back, get out of Afterlife, get Steven back. We gotta fucking get some closure on this Layla dad situation shit.
Yeah,
like
that's like the most like that's like the least important shit I've had like in this. Like, bro, there's gods and shit right now. You really care about you really think I care about your dad right now, Layla?
Like,
come on.
There are so many like loose threads that I am hoping to come to the show next week as happy as I was when this episode finished, but like I don't know. I'm worried. Like every MCU show,
you need One Piece on here right now. I just saw that. I'm like, God, we were gonna do that.
Every MCU show has like literally, I've been like, oh hell yeah, and then it ends, and I'm like, I didn't like that. Oh crap. But I don't know. Like I think this one's been the most consistent so far that actually has gotten me happy about it. So,
name one where you came out of it feeling bad.
But I did not like WandaVision at the end. WandaVision's ending like did not do it for me.
Name two. Gotcha.
Oh fuck. Okay, well what are the other shows been? I'm blanking right now.
Loki.
Actually, okay. I think Loki was pretty good throughout the whole thing. I think Loki is probably my second favorite show.
Captain America.
That one kind of ended meh. That one was very middle throughout the whole thing. I think anyway, but
you're mid.
How many fucking MCU shows have there been?
Hawkeye,
WandaVision, Hawkeye,
Loki,
What If,
Winter Soldier.
What If? Yeah, What If was good. I like What If.
What If
is the best one.
And this one.
Because that's 6
I don't think What If will ever be beaten.
I don't know. I think What If will definitely be beaten.
It does though.
Pardon?
What if it does? In this episode of What If, we're going to talk about how What If was good or was bad.
What If? All right, guys.
To the show What Is.
It's just the normal MCU.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's
check
Captain
out
America?
Who is streaming right now because I think we're wrapping up. So let's prepare.
Yeah,
we'd like to thank Brutal Richard for coming out today.
Hey, thanks, Brutal Richard.
I actually like you guys might want to pull back on those statements. So.
I mean, like, thanks, man. We're doing just chatting.
What do you mean?
I feel like it's what he'd want.
We're in talk shows and podcasts right now. If that's what you mean.
All right. Well, let me go to that real quick. Talk shows and podcasts. Let's go from low to high. All right. Let's go to one that there's one in Portuguese. Let's go to one that like looks good but doesn't really have a lot of viewers. And there's a lot of them with 0 viewers. Do they like just start or what's happening?
Ah, dude, it's relatable. I've been there. Streaming for like 3 hours and it's like, no one's been here.
Let's go to Hear Me Out podcast on gender roles. Do they exist?
Dear God, you're picking such such
Star
things.
Trek Picard, season 2, episode 9.
Sure, man. Send me that. Or are you just plugging in?
They've been on for an hour. It's called Live Long and Podcast. I'll send it to you.
All right. Jacob Lace, I think of, if anything, What If can always be continued unlike many other shows. Yeah, absolutely. What If is definitely like the most, like, you can make unlimited seasons of that show, realistically.
You could do it forever.
Don't forget your raid message. I was about to pump
I
it
got
in
you.
there.
I got it.
Okay,
I got
you
it.
Okay. Where the hell is the thing, okay? Live Long and Podcast. So if you guys like Star Trek, this should be right up your alley.
Oh, hell yeah.
Put monkey, you bastard.
Monkey.
Monkey! That's good.
If you guys can pick whichever you want to put in there.
I'll
Choose the monkey one
man.
or the McClunky one.
great.
It's whichever one you want to do.
Something. Monkey! Alright. Oh, the target channel only allows in-network raids. Well, fuck me, man.
Well, no wonder you're not getting views.
Who else?
I shouldn't be mean like that. Here, let's see. Let's scroll down even more. Something looking good.
Oh, you've been streaming for a while. Never mind.
Let's do.
I'm doing monkey then.
The monkey.
Everyone's been streaming for so long on my thing. Like, I can't find a single person who isn't streaming for longer than 3 hours right now.
Johnny Depp and Amber Heard live podcast, guys.
We are not jumping in on that right now. Jesus. Yes to Johnny.
1 second.
Like, no one is streaming right now that I'm even aware of. So let's jump into how long have you been going, Hans? Let's go into Hans Loves D&D. He is playing some Shadow of Mordor. So that was a dope ass game when that came out.
That was a great game.
Did you play it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was an awesome game.
I completed it.
You completed that game?
Yeah.
Wow. When you say
I
completed,
didn't play
like
the
you
second
actually
one,
mean
though.
you
I didn't play
mean-
the second one, but
You genuinely mean like
I'm
100% like platinumed it?
yeah.
Damn, dude.
I dropped literally fucking everything. Do we pick one?
I picked Hans Loves D&D. Yeah, he's playing Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor.
All right, guys.
Banger of a
Remember,
game.
monkey.
Hold up, guys. Let me just grab that thing. I'm not grabbing monkey.
I dropped.
Actually, fuck it.
Everything, dude.
I'll-
Everything off my desk.
I'll grab monkey. Let's do it.
Monkey.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We will be back next week with our. We'll be back tomorrow with Terrifying Territory as Roro as well. But we'll be back next week with our final thoughts on the last episode of Moon Knight, and then after that, the next show is probably going to be Ubi-Wan. So hell yeah, that'll be hype. Ubi-Wan Kenobi.
Hello,
Peace out, and we'll talk to you guys
Bye.
later. McClunky.
Monkey. Monkey.